Hi, I'm Spicefreak Sloss, and I'm live once again on the Northeast UK Chili Heads Facebook page to do a challenge. But before we get to what today's challenge is, the rules have changed slightly, and to be able to submit the challenge and its results, I do have to read out a bit of a disclaimer. So, I, Corin Fire Emoji Sloss, yes, that is my middle name, deal with it, am over 18 years of age and have read and understood the hot sauce / product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. Whether I'm of sound mind is up for debate, but I'm definitely of sound mind enough to do all this legal stuff, consent to this disclaimer, etc, etc. I know what I'm doing, and if I suffer, that's entirely on me. So, in summary, I accept the League of Fire, their suppliers and manufacturers will under no circumstances be responsible for, liable for, any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product or multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this fact without question. Hopefully, that disclaimer works for you all. And today what we have is the One Chip Challenge from Pequi. I'm not totally sure Pequi is how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I'd rather not be on camera saying something that out of context could be mistaken for a racial slur. The only P-bombs I drop are in Mega Man X3. This is the One Chip Challenge from them, but I also have this box here, which is a little less impressive, which is the UK equivalent from One Chip Challenge Ltd. I feel like this might be a bit of a cheap knockoff, but we shall see. So yeah, it's from onechipchallenge.co.uk, the only company who use 100% of the hottest chili. In other words, this one has other things like the Trinidad Scorpion and Szechuan Peppercorn alongside the Reaper to potentially make it more of a challenge. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, the ingredients to this one are maize, sunflower oil, salt, Carolina Reaper chili powder, and nothing else. Allergy information: apparently the place that makes this also handles wheat, barley, soya, and gluten. Inside of the package looks like so, and states the price and everything. So this was $5.99, including free postage. I'm going to be trying this knockoff one first. I mean, Bomberman's good as well. Definitely. Bomberman is excellent, and I may feature that in a video at some point. But yeah, I'm going to be trying this one first because the other one has Szechuan Peppercorn in it, and I'll explain the reasons why that matters in a moment. Well, that smells like Carolina Reaper powder, alright. And yeah, the tortilla chip got to me intact, and you can see that is very sort of reddy orangey. So, a lot of powder on there. Let's see what I make of it. Yeah, it's pretty darn hot. Definitely tastes as Reaper as it is, and now it's filled. I definitely prefer this to the pack of imported world's hottest chips I got a while back, because those were rather stale and undersalted, and didn't taste as much. This, yeah, it's got that Reaper sourness to it, but it does also have the rest of the Reaper flavour, and it tastes alright. Heat-wise, I'm going for an 8.5, maybe even a 9. Stinging the back of the tongue, definitely giving me hiccups, and I'd say probably hotter than the Moab per weight, but there was a lot more of the Moab, so that's definitely an easier challenge. But yeah, let's start opening this one up. This is talking about multiple rounds, but we'll see how that goes. So, my experience with Szechuan Peppercorn, which is what's on this. This is Carolina Reaper powder, Szechuan Peppercorn, and Scorpion powder. Szechuan Peppercorn is a different sort of burn. It's an anesthetic burn. It increases the burn initially, but then numbs the face afterwards. And it's commonly used in Chinese foods to take away the burn a bit, so that over the course of a meal, it's a bit more manageable. But yeah, initially it will definitely up the heat. And yeah, I've got this little champion thing for afterwards. And this is the hottest of Pequi's line. Apparently it gives me a coupon for the next one. I can get a free bag of tortilla chips after this. But I don't think I'm going to, since that requires me to go to America. But yeah, in addition to Szechuan peppercorns, they use extract of Szechuan peppercorn. So, full ingredients list, we got that somewhere. Blue corn, interesting. So, different corn to the one I just had. Yeah, blue corn, sunflower and or safflower oil. Interesting combination. Safflower, I think, is what the saffron comes from, but I'm not totally sure. However, even if it is, saffron is a specific part of the either the stamen or the stigma, I don't fully remember, of the safflower flower, if it is in fact the same flower. So basically it'll be what they do with the rest of the flower after they've harvested the spice. And then we got Carolina Reaper pepper, scorpion chili pepper, sea salt, activated charcoal powder just to make it black, because it doesn't do anything for the flavour, trust me. Then chipotle pepper powder for a nice bit of smokiness, Szechuan pepper, which is the peppercorn, and then Szechuan pepper extract. Now, chili extract is quite vile stuff most of the time, but I've had Szechuan pepper extract before. Russell of Grim Reaper Foods used to do it, and that was surprisingly nice stuff. A great floral addition to give an extra punch to your ginger beer. But sadly, he definitely discontinued the wasabi, and I'm pretty sure he discontinued that one as well. Anyway, I'll show you a close-up of this to show this is the 2020 version. And then I'll crack the packaging open, now that the previous chip is starting to die down a bit. And yeah, you can see it there. Black, speckled with a lot lighter colour. Doesn't particularly look like blue corn, that looks more like white corn. But white corn has a very strong taste, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the Brit chip did get me a bit. Let's see if this one does as well. Okay, so right off the bat, this is bitter, this is stale. There is definitely a quality of Szechuan peppercorn to it. In fact, that is the main flavour to this, is the Szechuan peppercorn. Yeah, can't be nice on the lips. That's gonna get to me later. I don't know if I'm gonna manage this, to be honest, after the last one. The flavour is Szechuan peppercorn, but it's Szechuan peppercorn and all sorts of bitterness. It's really not very nice. The texture, because the chip is stale, which might just be because I got it imported from America, and it might be a bit old, but it's really not pleasant either. And the chili heat is starting to kick in now as well. I expected it was going to, because this does have all that Reaper sourness to it. It's not going to be easy. I was expecting something far nicer than this. This is vile. And yeah, I review challenges. That's how I do this. This is more of a throat burn. There is some tongue tingle, but that's as much the Szechuan peppercorn as it is the chili. I was expecting more of a Szechuan peppercorn heat, to be honest. It's more the flavour of the Szechuan peppercorns. But now the tongue burn's growing. Chili-wise. Very nearly done on this. And there you go. Just gotta swallow and keep it down now. That was vile. One of the worst challenges yet, taste-wise. So let's see if my Ben & Jerry's can help. Because that is definitely the hotter of the two. And my face is tingling like mad. I'm not going to feel my cheeks after this. This is mint, I can't even say Ben & Jerry's. Jen and berries at this point. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the tears, but they are rolling down my face. And yeah, flavour-wise, probably the worst challenge yet. No, the ramen one was a close competitor. I'm not going to stick a sauce on this ice cream, James, but maybe the next one. Because I do have this Midnight Mischief from Saucy Lady, which is basically a blueberry-heavy, super hot coulis. Doesn't taste like a hot sauce, just tastes like berries, and it is wonderful over chocolate ice cream. But not in this video. Not with the mint. Oh, and for any of you who are wondering, this is Ben & Jerry's Minter Wonderland flavour, which is a terrible name for just mint chalk chip. It's a horrendous pun. But it's actually really good. It's got a nice, reasonable, not too high, but definitely there, level of chocolate. And a lot of mint flavour to it. And yeah, Ben & Jerry's is the sort of ice cream I really like after a challenge like this. Because they're nice flavours, but they're not sort of full of poshness and subtlety that I might miss when suffering from the heat. But yeah. By the time that peaks, that's as hot as any any Carolina Reaper sauce. Oh no, God. I can only see out of one eye. I'm gonna bring my bucket in view in case I need it, but just so that it's there for me. But I'll try and cut the video if I do need it, because I know you don't want to see that. I feel like this was a good video. I'm hesitant to say I enjoyed it because there was a lot of suffering there. But I know what I'm getting into when I do this. I do this to compare the challenges. Paquis definitely do the marketing better. And they put a lot more thought into what goes into it, in terms of giving you the Szechuan peppercorn so that it hits you in multiple ways, and so on and so forth. They definitely put a lot more into their challenge. But at the same time, their challenge tastes vile compared to the UK knockoff. And I would totally recommend the UK knockoff over it, to be honest. The UK knockoff's a tiny bit milder, but it's still a hell of a challenge. And it does taste better. So yeah, if you want to give this to your friends and scare them, the black chip of the Paquis one really is going to do the job more. I think I'm probably going to end the video there. So this has been Paquis' 2020 One Chip Challenge. The other one was this one from One Chip Challenge Ltd or onechipchallenge.co.uk, who are very clearly a knockoff of the Paquis Challenge, riding on its popularity, but actually make a nicer tasting version of it, so go figure. And yeah, I'm going to end the video there, finish my ice cream off camera, because it's starting to melt, so there's no way that's going back in the freezer. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time. Bye. Oh, and I may have to go blow my nose as well.